Well, we're back again with the Marantz Model 2265B receiver. And, well, I had a look into the schematics, which are right here. And now, the last time we've replaced one of these transistors in the driver stage right here. And I was getting one channel that was much louder than the other, so definitely a bit of a problem. Now, what I initially thought was that the considerably higher current amplification factor on my replacement transistors screwed up the balance between the two channels. Somebody on the previous video commented and said, well, this amplifier has got a feedback circuit, so if you put in different transistors, it ain't gonna matter. It's gonna regulate that all by itself. And we look into this, yes indeed. These are our drivers, and the output of those is going straight out to the base of the output transistors. Now, this line right here, going through this little inductor down there, goes straight to the speaker. And this goes all the way straight through, resistor right there, goes all the way to over here, has a little setup right here. This is the DC offset adjustment, so that's how they are doing that. And then this, I'm pretty sure this is some sort of a differential amplifier. So we have basically the inverting input here and the non-inverting input here. This is where the audio signal comes in, obviously. So the output of this stage right here somehow goes into those transistors and then back off into the drivers. So anyway, basically what this all means is we don't have to worry about that current amplification factor, because the amplifier is taking care of that all by itself. That, of course, brings up a bit of a problem, and that is, what else could be wrong? Now, I used the signal generator and fed a signal into the receiver and fed that directly into the main in. It was still the same, so there has to be something still wrong in the power amplifier. And problem is, there's not too much left that we could take a look at. I mean, I just don't want to go ahead and replace all sorts of components just experimentally. Of course, if all fails, what we could do, I guess, is that resistor right here in the feedback line, we go ahead and replace that with like a 100 kilo ohm potentiometer. We could probably go ahead and lower the gain so far that this would become as loud as that one down there. But of course that that would not exactly be fixing it, you know, that would be kind of a heck job. I did, however, make some progress since the last video. I readjusted the main amplifier, the quiescent current and DC offset, and that really changed quite a bit on the channel that we've repaired. Like the quiescent current, there is a test point. It's supposed to be 20 millivolts, and well, it was only 7, so that definitely needed some adjustment. Unfortunately, what I was hoping was that things were so terribly out of adjustment that you know, adjusting this would fix the problem with the balance just being all over the place. But unfortunately, didn't do that. Another thing, I did dig into the tuner a little bit, and I kind of fixed the center tuning. There is this coil down there, this big one right there. It's the discriminator coil. Interestingly, in the service manual it's called L203. However, in this it's called L205. So that took a little bit of digging, but in the service manual it says adjust the lower section of the discriminator coil to that the center tuning meter actually shows the center when there is no station present. This was the only coil that had a lower section, so I just turned that and it fixed it. And then I ordered in, and I did actually receive, a light kit. So once I have this all back up and running, technically I can dig into this and get the lighting back up and running. It's about an hour later now. As you can probably hear, receiver still works. So, what did I do regarding the main amplifier? Well, I took it out, obviously, and took it all apart again, checked for bad solder joints. I measured a lot of the resistors and just cross-referenced them, you know, one channel compared to the other channel. Everything was fine. All the resistors were perfectly fine. I did that, and after that I just couldn't think of anything else, so put it all back together. I found out the connection, the audio input connection going to the quiet channel was kind of bad. If you moved it around, it would just go out. So I moved the cable into a position where it won't go out anymore, so I don't know if the cable is having some sort of a bad connection or if it's actually broken internally or something. I found out that on that very same connector, the ground connection had actually broken off, so that was kind of weird that it would still work. So resoldered that, made no difference whatsoever, unfortunately. And well, after that, went ahead and heated up all the transistors using the soldering iron. And I also cooled them down using contact spray. That usually does cool down things quite a bit. I don't have a proper freeze spray, but anyway, so I also did that, and no difference whatsoever. No chance at all. So what I've now done is the solution that I really didn't want it to go with. As you can see, we have some temporary wires running into this. What I've done is I went and, as I already said, these resistors right here determine the amount of feedback this is getting, and therefore they control the gain of the amplifier. Now, originally I said that I could go ahead and increase the value of this one. That's what makes this thing louder. What I've done instead is I went ahead and lowered this resistor right here. What I did was I hooked up these two leads to across that resistor right there. You might be able to see that. And on the other end of this cable is a highly professional BNC jack, which is soldered to this potentiometer. This is a 1 mega ohm linear potentiometer. And what I've done is, of course, depending on the value of this, it's going to be in parallel to that existing resistor in there. And of course, the lower the value of this one gets, the lower the total value of the whole gain resistor gets. So anyway, it's definitely not a very professional solution, but it does work. Balance control is in the center, and I am getting a nice stereo. But well, I'd much rather get that quiet channel fixed. I did desolder one of the original driver transistors in the other channel, and current amplification factor was 68 on that. That was actually on the transistor that was broken in this channel that we fixed. So new transistors are considerably higher in current gain, than the original ones. But once again, I don't think that is a problem, because it does have that feedback circuit in there. So anyway, basically, I'm going to end this video with this, and I'm just going to say, if you have any more suggestions what I could do, what could possibly be wrong with this, with the quiet channel, what I could do, what I could check, please tell me. Make a comment and tell me, and I appreciate every single idea that you may come up with. Yeah, that's it. That's where we are right now, so thank you for watching, and see you again soon.